Backstage Life, the online show dedicated completely to the Malaysian arts. Now, when a Peranakan grandmother who keeps in touch with her grandson via postcards suddenly starts receiving replies one day, she decides to go for the adventure of her life. The play we're talking about today is Postcards From Rosa. Directed by Christopher Ling and written by Singaporean playwright Desmond Sim, Marina Tan takes on the role from No Swee Lin the last time round as Bibik Rosa. Now, this play, as I just mentioned, was performed once before in 2007 under the Action Theatre Company in Singapore, and it's finally making its Malaysian debut thanks to Christopher Ling. We were in Penang a couple of weeks back to catch the press preview of the show, and we also got a glimpse of the exhibition that Luma is heading up called Views from a Postcard, which is inspired, of course, by Postcards from Rosa. So Bibik Rosa also took us on a tour as well as tell us a little bit about her life, so why don't you check this out?
Here comes the sun, here comes the sun, I say it's alright.
Postcards from Rosa is all about a grandmother who is on a trip of a lifetime in a sense, because what's been happening is her very favourite grandson Benny, who constantly communicates with her via postcards. What has happened is this constant stream of postcards from all kinds of exotic locations, exciting locations in the world. What has happened is this stream of postcards has suddenly stopped, and Bibik Rosa is wondering what has happened.
My grandmother had passed away for a few years already, and I was feeling like some parts of her I couldn't remember as clearly as before. And she had told me so many stories about her earlier life and about our family, you know, things that she missed, like our family, her children who went away and all that. And I thought it's the best way to put it down so that I could remember it anytime I wanted to.
She's funny and very loving and like cheeky, and also quite impulsive and feisty sometimes. But she's not cunning, she's not conniving, you know. And I think she's just trying to get through life the best that she can, and then she has a family and she tries to bring them up the best she can, and then she has a grandson and she tries to help him, you know, in whatever way she can. She just keeps trying to do her best for other people around her.
Des's writing is exciting in the true sense of the word. It is engaging, but it's not just engaging on, for me, like, as a director, a visual level. It's amazingly engaging on an emotional level, and that is the hallmark of Des's writing. His words on a piece of paper look beautiful, but when they are brought to life, they just literally take on a life of their own.
I enjoy people doing my pieces because I've read somewhere that theatre and storytelling and art are little smoke signals that you let up there, you know, and anyone who sees it, who recognizes it, who loves it, you know, they send smoke signals back, and somehow you feel less lonely for being here. And I've always felt that that's my way of being close to people.
It's been really wonderful, really, really wonderful. I'm being repetitious, but Chris gives a structure, and he goes in with you know, a framework in mind that we fill out together, and you know, and he actually gave me some parameters, some structure to fill out of my own to bring to the table. We didn't have much time together, but we did. Des and I managed to sit down and have a chat, and I'm sure we'll be chatting a bit more as the show gets closer. But it was wonderful to hear his take on the inspirations that went into Rosa and her family.
And why should people come watch this show?
I think anyone who has missed someone, anyone who is so afraid of losing someone, anyone who wants to be with someone forever, a family member, you know, a parent, a grandparent, and you came along too late and they're so old already, and you should come and watch it because it makes you want to keep them and connect with them forever, you know, and it's so meaningful to do that.
It's not just her story, but it's also the story of the people around her. And for me, it made me reflect a lot on myself, and my relationship with other people.
Because Rosa is you.
And that is Postcards from Rosa. Now, if you'd love to catch this show, look across your screen right now. They're opening in Penang this week, followed by a run in KL next week. So these are the dates, the times, and where you can purchase tickets. So make sure you catch this show. And last but not least, if you want to check out what else is happening in the arts world, look across your screen right now. The websites are all there. kakiseni.com, wearemalaysianmade.com, and of course stagekl.com. And if you have any inquiries or just want to get us to come and interview you or whatnot, look across the screen right now. The email is thebackstagelife@gmail.com. So to call it a close once again, I am your host Nick Dorian, and thank you so much for sticking around and supporting the Backstage Life, and I will see you guys in the next episode.